It's the hair, the look is very apparent there in the Top of the Pop studio that year. I mean, people, there's a lot of talk about, oh, the 80s, bad hair, bad everything, but you don't think that, do you?
In my humble, unbiased opinion, the early 80s rocked. It was fabulous. We'd come out of punk, which was dark, pain, spitting, swearing, no melodies, or very few. And so we wanted colour back, we wanted optimism. And so these tags came along, new romantics. Just lovely, isn't it? Mike's an old romantic.
Yeah. A consistent romantic. Yeah.
And new wave, which probably came from the advent of the synthesizer come along. We're all fiddling along with these waveforms on the instrument. And it was very inventive, original period.
Are you surprised, Mike, that after the glamour and how big the 80s were, that we're stepping back towards it now?
Not really. It was a good time. As Limahl said, it was post-punk. It became showbiz again. It was a great time of financial stability for the country for about 10 years. So it was a time of plenty, a time of excess. And a lot of groups got a lot of big money for signing. I mean, it was a good time. And it was showbiz. Glamour came back, showbiz came back, clothes came back, hairstyles came back. And I think the artists, which they didn't with punk, they actually embraced celebrity and showbiz.
Which they're still doing today with the likes of Heat magazine, Now magazine and everything.
Yeah,
But,
also, yeah.
interestingly enough, though, we're now in a recession and we're looking towards the glam. Do you think it's a way of just cheering ourselves up again?
Yeah, but the problem now in a recession is that I don't think the industry, TV and the record industry, really help the industry at all. I mean, they're not helping new young writers, new young bands. It's very tight at the moment. It's very, very difficult. We've got so much talent in this country, and it's really being stifled because the industry is not helping. I mean, when you look back at the 80s, I was doing the breakfast show, so you pick up bands. Then you'd have them on Saturday morning. You guys would come on the Saturday morning show. Then you come on Pop Quiz, then Top of the Pop. So there was a whole system, there's a whole support system for the bands and the artists then, which there isn't now.
Limahl, I mean, it's always fascinating when bands get back together. It's quite a complicated affair. People haven't played together for such a long time. How hard was it for you guys?
Well, you know, I analyse it this way. It's very hard to keep two people together in a marriage. So you can imagine what it's like for five egos, five creative minds, five personalities. It's 25 years is a long time, but I think slowly...
There's a lot of compromising to be done, because people have gone their own directions, they're living their own lives. As you say, it's recreating a family which is gone.
I think you have to compromise in life. So in a complex situation of five creative minds in a group, you know, you have to step back and look at the bigger picture and just enjoy it, try to enjoy it.
Who are you appealing to? Because I know you're bringing back out the best of Kajagoogoo and Limahl. That's coming out.
Yeah.
But we've seen Aha come back. Duran Duran still very popular.
Spandau.
Spandau Ballet,
Yeah.
of
Kim Wilde's
course.
still on there, Kim still,
Wilde.
so ABC.
Who are they appealing to? Are they appealing to the likes of us who quite had fond memories of the 80s?
I think they appeal to
or...
everyone. They appeal to people that have the fond memories. They appeal to new people who are getting into music. When you look back at the 80s, I mean, there were young kids then saying, oh, getting into Beatles music. So it's always there. It's like a library of music to be tapped into. And you find, I mean, I went to one down in Sussex a couple of years back, and you were playing ABC, Go West, and it was fantastic, a real mix of age ranges.
It's just sort of, I mean, for people of a certain age, and I classify myself as that, it's just sort of comfort thing, isn't it? You feel comfortable with it, you know it.
You look back to that time in your life before all the really big stuff happens, where you worry about careers or children, marriages, divorce, or possibly even health problems. So and also it's that time of your life when everything, all the important stuff happens for the first time. The kiss behind the school bike shed, the first holiday, the first lover, whatever it is, you know.
It was a time of great excess, but delightful excess. I mean, I spent, 12 years at the BBC just thinking I was having a terrific time. And actually, I learnt something as well, which is bizarre. But you only realise that when the tide goes out.
Well, we're going to hear more from you two later on, so thank you very much for now.
Thanks for the burst of nostalgia.
Yeah, absolutely.
See you later.